Hey there, happy Thanksgiving. Today's story is called The Great Turkey Race. This is a fiction story about some really silly turkeys. This book was written by Steve Metzger and illustrated by Jim Payette. The Great Turkey Race. That's an interesting name. Let's find out what the story is all about. The Great Turkey Race. The Great Turkey Race. It was a chilly day in November. Where is this story taking place, boys and girls? At a farm. Why do you think a lot of Thanksgiving fiction stories take place on the farm? Yeah, that is where turkeys really live. Yep. During the game of hide and seek, Ollie the turkey heard Farmer Kate talking to Farmer Joe. "Who's going to be the Thanksgiving turkey this year?" Farmer Kate asked. "I don't know," Farmer Joe replied, "but this turkey has to be very special." Ollie's eyes opened wide. "I'd better decide soon," Farmer Joe continued. "Thanksgiving is almost here." Cassie and Wing crashed into Ollie. "We found you," they shouted. "You won't believe what I just heard," said Ollie. "Farmer Joe is going to pick one of us to be the Thanksgiving turkey. He said you have to be special." "Then it should be me," Wing said. "I'm the coolest turkey." "No, I should be picked," Cassie said. "I have the most colorful feathers." "I've got it," Ollie said. "Let's have a field day with different sporting events. The winner of each event gets a medal. Then we can show Farmer Joe who to pick." Cassie added, "The one who wins the most medals." So, do you think that they understand why the farmer wants to pick a turkey? I don't think they get it. Why do you think the farmer wants to pick a turkey? To eat, that's what I'm thinking. But do the turkeys understand that? They all want to be chosen, don't they? Well, let's read some more. They quickly decided on the events. There would be running, throwing, dancing, an obstacle course, and high jumping. Later that afternoon, the goats and horses began hanging banners and flags from tree to tree. The ducks took care of the drinks while the chickens knitted souvenir sweaters. Field day. The next morning, Rooster crowed, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Let the games begin!" Cassie ran toward the barn with Ollie and Wing close behind. When they got there, the other farm animals were already waiting for them. "The first event is the Turkey Trot," Pete the chicken announced. Ollie, Cassie, and Wing lined up. "Ready, set, go!" Pete shouted. Cassie was in the lead but slowed down to blow kisses to her friends. Ollie and Wing raced past her. As they got closer to the finish line, Wing pulled Ollie's sweatband down over his eyes. "I can't see," Ollie said. Wing had won the race. As Pete handed him the first medal, Wing shouted, "I am the greatest!" "No fair," Ollie whispered to Cassie as the pigs played turkey in the straw. Cassie won the bucket throwing event. Then Ollie won the dancing competition, doing his wild turkey mambo. With 2 events to go, Ollie, Cassie, and Wing had 1 medal each. "I'm going to win those next 2 medals," Wing said. Then I'll be the Thanksgiving turkey." "We'll just see about that, Mr. Cheater," Cassie said. A trumpet blew. "The obstacle course race will begin in 15 minutes, Pete called out. Wing and Ollie hurried over to the duck pond, but Cassie decided to rest for a moment. Farmer Joe and Farmer Kate strolled by. "The animals sure are busy today," Farmer Kate said, "especially those silly turkeys." "Well," Farmer Joe said, "one of them will be mighty tasty at next week's Thanksgiving dinner." "Mighty tasty?" Cassie shouted as she jumped up. "So that's what happens to the Thanksgiving turkey. I'd better warn Ollie, but not that cheater Wing. He makes me so mad." She raced over to the duck pond. Boys and girls, do you think that's the right thing to do? Should Cassie warn just one of the turkeys? Should she warn Ollie and Wing? It's not a very good friend to have her friend get eaten, is it? "Don't win any more medals," Cassie said to Ollie. "Why not?" "The Thanksgiving turkey is going to be cooked." Look at their faces, friends. Look at their big eyes. "Oh no, that's terrible," Ollie said. "But what about the last 2 field day events?" "If Wing wants to win so much," Cassie replied, "we'll just let him." Uh-oh. "Time for the obstacle course," Pete said. "Follow the path from the pig pen to Farmer Joe's tractor. The winner is the first one to reach the top." "Let's get started," Wing said. "I can't wait to win." "Ready, set, go," Pete called out. The 3 turkeys went through the pig pen, over the haystacks, across the clothesline, and onto Farmer Joe's tractor. "Hooray for me," Wing shouted. "Only one more medal to go." Cassie and Ollie looked at each other. They felt bad about Wing. "Please come down from the tractor, Wing," Cassie said. What do you think she's going to do? "We have something to tell you." "Yes, yes," Wing replied. "You think I'm wonderful." Cassie told Wing what really happens to the Thanksgiving turkey. "What? Are you sure?" Wing yelled. "I don't want to be at Thanksgiving dinner. Here, take my medals." "Calm down, Wing," Ollie said. "Let's think for a minute." After a few moments, Cassie shouted, "I've got it." She whispered her idea to Ollie and Wing. What do you think her idea might be? "Time for the high jump, our last event," Pete called out. "The turkey that jumps over the highest object wins." Starting with the milk bucket, Ollie, Cassie, and Wing quickly moved on to jumping over a rocking chair, a bale of hay, and a cornstalk. You can see the dotted lines show that they've been jumping. Get ready to jump over the cornstalk here. "I guess it's a 3-way tie," Pete said. "There's nothing left to jump over." "I see one more thing," Cassie said as she points to the fence surrounding the farm. "Ready, set, go," Pete called out. Ollie, Wing, and Cassie raced for the fence. They jumped at exactly the same time and just barely made it over the top. and get your medals," Pete called out. But the 3 turkeys kept right on running and running and running. Are they going to go back and get their medals? I don't think so. And as for Thanksgiving dinner, Farmer Joe and Farmer Kate ate the most delicious vegetable stew. So there were a few problems in this story. At the beginning, the turkeys thought that it was a good thing to get chosen to be the special turkey on Thanksgiving, but they definitely learned that that was not true. Do you think that Cassie did the right thing by making sure all of her turkey friends knew what the special turkey was for? Yeah, telling Ollie and telling their other friend, what was his name? Wing. He was the kind of bragger about getting eaten for Thanksgiving. That was the right thing for her to do. And at the end of the story, how did they solve their problem? How did they decide to make sure they didn't get eaten for Thanksgiving? Yep, they just kept on running, and they ran past the gate, past the fence, and so that the farmers weren't able to eat them for Thanksgiving. What did Farmer Kate and Farmer Joe have for Thanksgiving dinner? Yeah, they had stew, which is a kind of soup. Vegetable stew. If you couldn't have turkey for Thanksgiving, or if you wouldn't want turkey for Thanksgiving, what would you like to have? Can you tell someone next to you 3 things that you would like to have for Thanksgiving? Have a great day.